Hello everyone, my name is Blocks, and today we're back on Roblox Studio. So, we're here again to keep working on our pet game. So, in terms of what I've done since last episode, not too much has changed. I added some of these little grass pieces on the ground, try to add a little bit of variety to it. Not exactly sure if I'm happy with them yet, but maybe I'll change them a little bit. We changed the leaderboards a little bit. We had like one giant one last time, now they're all kind of similar in size. And then I finished modeling the swords for the quest area. I think they came out pretty nice. And then here's a sneak peek of some of the new pet models. Decided to go with a more square design instead of kind of like the weird rounded blocky one that we had before. You'd made this cool dragon with wings and horns. Pretty happy with how it turned out. So I think the first thing we're going to do in this episode is actually just start making more pets. Right now we have 3, but we need 5 for each egg. So time to go hop on Blender and start making some more pet models. So here we are back in Blender with our base pet design. So right now we have a dog, cat, and a dragon. I think the plan is to make the dragon the legendary, so now we need to make 2 more pets to fill in the gaps. Definitely, I think a bunny would be a good one, and then last time we did an owl, maybe we'll do another flying pet. I feel like having the dragon be the only flying pet makes it feel more legendary, so maybe we'll do a different animal. So let's get started on making the ears. And then the strategy that I've been using recently is just select the entire cube, and then unselect one of the faces, and then just delete all the other faces so that there's only one plane. And then now we're going to try to shape this into an ear shape. In this case, I'm just going to do some vertical loop cuts. But what I'll sometimes do, like for the wings of the dragon, what I did is I'll select the outside and then just start extruding however shape I want it. And then you can even select them and like resize them. But since this is just a very simple design, I think just doing the loop cuts and adjusting them will work fine. I'm going to shrink down these ones a little bit. Now we can go into vertex select. Let's add some more loop cuts in the middle. And definitely make the base of it a little bit smaller. And I think overall that's looking pretty good. So now we can go back into object mode and select it. We go over here and add a modifier. We're going to add a solidifier. And now it's going to give the plane like an actual thickness to it. Probably like around there. And then we can apply it. And so now we can select it as an actual mesh. Next I'm going to select all the faces on the top of the ear. And then we can kind of just bring them forward a bit. And we can even change the angle. Like this. And then we're going to select all the other faces and do the same. Bring them out a little bit. And then rotate them. And then next row. Same deal. Bring them out a bit. And then rotate. Kind of like a ear like hanging down shape. And now what we can do is actually select all of these in the front. And then we hit I, we can kind of like make an inside shape of it. And then with this selected, we can just move it in. I think it's going to be the base of our bunny ear. Now we're going to grab the whole ear and hit U to project from view. Scale this down. I think the bunny's going to be pink. So let's try this color up here. Bring it down a little bit. And then apply the material. I think we're going to try the color down here, which is a bit more, I guess, pink instead of like an orangish red. Let's go down here and try this color. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is go into the ear and grab just the inside pieces. And same thing, we're going to project from view. We'll try like a much like brighter color. There we go. So now it's like that's the inside of the ear. And let's just try to shade smooth to see how it looks. And we'll do 100% shade smooth. There we go. So now it's a bit more rounded, just like the body. And now we can make a copy, move it over here. I think I'm going to try to add a slight tilt to both of the ears. Just tilt it a little bit outside. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Now we need to add a tail. I think we're just going to use pretty much a sphere for the tail. Let's try a UV sphere and just scale it down. And then let's try to add some randomness to it. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to shade smooth it. Now it looks a little bit more like a cotton ball. And now we just need to color the tail. Maybe like a lighter color. I think that looks pretty good. I think we're going to keep it like that. So here is our rabbit. And then we will add the face later in Roblox Studio. So another pet complete. So here we are back with another base design. I think for the epic pet, we're going to make a bear. So let's get started on the ears. We're going to make a cylinder. And we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. Then we're going to make it skinnier. Make it a bit smaller. And then we're going to move this bottom one up a bit and using the scaling tool, make it a bit lopsided. And I think it's actually already a really good shape. I'm going to bring these ones in a bit and these ones as well. And I think that's actually a pretty good shape. Going to use eye again to do the inside of the ear. And we're going to push it in just a little bit. Apply the material. And then we can select just the one face and move it over here. Just like that. And adjust the shape a little bit. Now we can just duplicate the entire thing and mirror it. And there we go. There's the ears. Now we're going to make the same type of tail that we did for the rabbit. Let's make a UV sphere, make it a bit more blocky. And then in edit mode, we can go to mesh, transform, randomize. And then we can just shade smooth. Speaking of which, we still need to shade smooth the ears. There we go. And then I think we're gonna do the same color as the ears for the tail. Bring it down a bit and move it right over here. And then apply the material. That's a little bit bright. Let's make it a bit darker. And there we go. There's our bear. So now I'm gonna go make the faces for the rabbit and the bear. Just has like a flat PNG surface. So I'll hop back here into Roblox Studio once I'm done with that. And we're back. So I have applied the faces to the rabbit and the bear. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how all the pets turned out. So here's the rabbit and the bear, the cat and the dog, and then our dragon. So these will actually be all the pets in the very first basic egg over here. So the dragon's going to be the legendary for the basic egg. And then I think we are going to put a mythic pet in every single egg, including the basic egg. Mythic pets are going to be our version of just like secret pets or huge pets, whatever like the highest rarity is. Maybe we'll do one rarity past that like divine or something, but for now we're going to keep it at mythic. And all mythic pets are going to be kept a secret until the game release. I did show the picture of the one that we made, the snow angel. Very happy with how it turned out, but it is really high in polygon, so I might have to redesign it a little bit. Either way, we have all the pets ready. Now I just need to wait for Sev to get on and he can start coding it so that we can actually hatch these from the egg. And now what I'm going to do is actually start taking screenshots of the models with no background so that I can turn them into icons. So let's start with the cat. So just like that. Now we can take a screenshot. I use Canva, but I mean any kind of image editing software works. I'm going to use the background remover option. Since the cat's going to be the most common, we're just going to make it a gray background. And we're just going to make the cat a little bit bigger. And there's our very first icon. And there we go. There's our icon for our cat. Just finished making all the icons for the pets. I'll put them on the screen now. And I think we're going to call it there for today's video. If you made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it does help out an absolute ton. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.